Well, hey everyone, welcome back to the cabin. This is actually the last post that I've got that's actually dried out. Those other two on the bottom, they're too short, they can be used elsewhere. So after I get this one cut, this is actually going to be the front post up here. I've got the middle and the end done down there. So when I get this one done, then I'm going to have to cut four. I'm going to have three up top. Cross beams or tie beams to tie the two walls together, and then I will have to do the ridge beam, which will be 4. So I'm going to have to cut 4, but I believe those poplar trees that I've got up that's behind the cabin that I was talking about last week, I think I'm going to go ahead and drop those because I can get what I need to finish this section right here, with the exception of the siding. So I'm going to have to cut that, but I've got some pine down there I'm going to cut that out of. But anyway, these beams are a lot of fun. We certainly hope that you guys are enjoying the series that's on our Outpost channel. It just takes much longer to do something this way than it does if I was to just cut up a bunch of lumber and stick frame it. So and it will last a whole lot longer. But I've been getting a lot of different questions about, you know, what did I treat the wood with? Basically, that's Cabot timber frame, Australian timber frame oil. Burning it, have had people say they haven't had any experience with it. I haven't really, other than what I've done here on the Homestead, but they say that it makes it last longer. And the other thing too is it certainly looks good. It brings out the grain and every detail in the wood, so I really like that as well. And then this building down here, I decided to go ahead and use that foot ad to give it some more character by hewing it out. Been spending a lot of time on the Homestead this week actually processing the pig, which you guys will see in next week's video. Primarily the whole video will be processing the bacon, the way that I did the rub, the ham, rendering the lard, smoking the ham, smoking the bacon, and all that kind of stuff, mixed in with what little I could get done on the timber frame, because I'm actually running back and forth. But you know, that's how it is when you live on a homestead. You got to multitask, right? But yeah, it's been a whole lot of fun. You know, it's not really hard. It's just time consuming, because I've spent days running back and forth from fire to fire, and because I had the cauldron going down here and then I have the smokehouse going up there. But anyway, it's a lot of fun to do that, and I'll tell you what, I'm not going to say a whole lot because I want you to see the video. We certainly processed quite a bit out of that hog. You know, I've certainly got a great setup here. It's basically a bushcraft style setup to be able to work with to process that pig. And this area down here is where I was talking about putting that temporary tent, you know, over the winter time in the cold months, where I could actually have a place to build a fire, warm up, make coffee, stuff like that, and still be down here working on the timber frame and not have to run back and forth up to the cabin, which is not that much. It's not that far up there, you know. Just being able to run over here every once in a while and warm your hands, you know, makes a big difference, especially when you're working outside without, you know, any walls or any roof over your head. But yeah, I brought these up from the base camp down there. I've got to fix that up at some point because that tree had fell on it and basically crushed it. Got a lot of rock down there that I may bring up here to, I don't know, I've probably got enough here to do with my temporary setup, but still got a lot of rock left down there, and a few other items. But brought this stump up here. We made this out of some bamboo tripod to get it up higher where you could actually hang the kettle on it, but everything is working out good. So it's a lot of fun, you know, being able to be out here in the fall. The gnats have kind of died down as long as I keep a fire going. A lot of people have asked me, why are you always burning wood? Pretty much that's the reason, because the smoke will drive the bugs away and then they don't bother me. Otherwise, I've got gnats just basically hanging around my face, and sometimes they get in your eyes and make things hard to see, you know, and then they irritate your eyes. So that's the reason I build a fire all the time. But anyway, yeah, this is kind of a cool spot to come and hang out at. We've also been giving this little pile of hickory a good workout. I've actually got the smokehouse going up there right now, smoking some meat, like I said, which you all will see next week because I don't want to talk too much about it. But I want to thank my buddy Nathan from Out of the Woods for giving that to me for processing and harvesting the hog when it came to the smokehouse. I guess y'all can see how much wood that I have used. Primarily, this stack right here was as high as the ones in the back. I've probably been using wood now for about a month if the temperatures get down at nighttime. There's probably been a couple nights that I didn't really have to have a fire, but I would go ahead and build one anyway just to kind of keep the house warm. But yeah, that oak burns a lot longer than that box elder that I had last year, so I'm not going through it nearly as fast. I've got 2 more cords coming for wintertime, and I think that's going to be enough to hold me. But anyway, this right here is white oak, and I'm very thankful that I contacted someone to be able to get it to me, and it's not that expensive. So but yeah, this is my primary and actually my sole source of heat, actually. Well, we just wanted to give you a bit of an update on what's going on up here at the homestead. It's actually time for me to go check fires again, so I'm going to go ahead and end that video here. Guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you back up here at the cabin again next time.